What's going on, Terry? Man, it's been
Hey.
a long week. Really burnt out. So let's get this over with. Let's do it.
Man, you need to recharge those batteries, man. You need to get back into it. You know why? You know why? I should tell you? I should tell you the truth, and that is that they want you on that wall. They need you on that wall. But you know what? You can't handle the truth.
Are you just
Wait,
quoting A Few Good Men?
that's the wrong lawyer movie. My bad.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Almost Sideshow, where this is the correct lawyer show for you. We're breaking down Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul.
Season 4, Episode 4. And there'll be a lot of talking in this episode titled Talk. Talk, all the way around. Again, my name is Adam. That is Terry. And this is going to be a fun episode. Terry, how we been doing?
You asked me to talk. I talked. I've been good. This was a fun one. You can tell, like we episode 3 was like a settle into the season episode. Like 2 and 3 settled into the season a little bit. 4 is like, okay, we're setting up for something big. Like you kind of get the idea. You've got that meeting happening at the end of the episode. Like, all right, we're getting going now. We're chugging along, and this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be an exciting episode. Like Bogdan's eyebrows, I'm really intense. Let's go for it. Let's dive into it with a synopsis. Perfectly timed when you're taking a drink. So
Bogdan's eyebrows come out. I wasn't expecting that. All right, here we go. Better Call Saul, season 4, episode 4 is entitled Talk.
Debuted August 27th, 2018.
There you go. The more you know.
The more you know.
Jimmy has a job. After initially saying no, Jimmy takes a job selling cell phones. He gets to manage the slowest cell phone shop possible. In his boredom, he decides to check in on how the Bavarian boy sold, and thanks to a bidding war, he made more than he was expecting, and Ira was honest about it. With cash in hand, he decides to spruce up the windows of his little shop. Let's see what that does for business. Kim is so proud of him for finding a job. Oh, speaking of Kim, she is randomly hanging out at the courthouse watching judges work cases. The judge calls her out on it as trying to recapture her love of the law. He threatened to put her to work if she hung around any longer, and yet she persisted. Speaking of hanging around, Nacho is barely hanging around. A trap has been set up to frame the Espinosas for the attack that claimed the lifeless body of Arturo the henchman. He was the henchman, by the way. And Nacho is tagging along with the cousins to correctly ID the correct framed party. Nacho starts planning out, crafting a plan of attack, but the cousins already have a plan. Attack.
Go.
Guns blazing, they go in and take out the whole crew. Nacho attempts to help and actually takes out one guy, but he's still not healthy enough to be of much use. In the aftermath, Gus tells Nacho to rest up. Gus also has a message for our friend Mike. While Mike isn't calling BS on random grieving spouses at their group meetings, he has expanded his role as security consultant for Madrigal to being, official. He gets called away to talk to Gus, who calls him out for not revealing he had been working with and advising Nacho. Instead of taking Mike out, though, he needs Mike for a job. What job? Stay tuned to find out.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. There we go. That's a solid one. Fun fact, the cousins go guns blazing to take down the Espinosas. No body armor. They go down to take Hank with body armor. Thought that was funny.
Well, I mean, they may have had something underneath. You never know.
You never know. They looked badass though in that scene. The big old binoculars and like this looking badass as they do.
The skull boots.
Yeah, and the skull boots. And I liked how one of them gave him the nod to Nacho. He's like, good job. Gave him the nod. It's like, thanks for being there, pal.
Closest to communication you get with those guys.
It's like, welcome to the party, pal, with a nod. Yeah. It's great. That was cool. I also think Ira as a soda guy, like delivering Shastas is kind of a fun little nod, because maybe Famano's Pest isn't there a thing quite yet, but it is kind of cool to see him there.
I was waiting for him to like turn around to Jimmy at one point. You have a desk job, man. I would kill for a desk job. Just like quoting Truman Show of what's the best friend in Truman Show, and who's loading soda machines the whole time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good call. I like that. I think it's also kind of interesting the Mike turn here, because of he randomly just calls out that's kind of an interesting turn, because I wasn't thinking we're gonna have so much time with the therapy group, but then
it's the first time we've seen it in a while.
Yeah, but it's kind of like we go back to it, and it's kind of rehash some stuff. But then you actually see him doing some more Madrigal stuff. He's like, "What does that say? No, it's not a trick question. So yeah, 35 is what it's supposed to be." It says, "Yeah, we're gonna get to this." It's like, well, nothing in the manual says don't double stack. It's like, it says right there, don't double stack. He's like, "Oh, we're not done yet, guys. Let's go back in there."
I love watching Mike work. It's so much fun.
That poor guy. He's like, this is our best crew. It's our best loaders here. Oh, nope.
Is it now?
I probably came in at 38, but it leaves at 35. Sounds like Eeyore. It's great. I like it.
He does. He sounds like an intense Eeyore.
He does, yeah. But it's part of his charm. It's part of his charm. It's whenever he's on, it's great. It's just I don't know. What did his daughter-in-law say that his granddaughter was doing a science project of a self-pasting toothbrush?
Yeah,
creating a self-pasting toothbrush, which begs the question: how old is this kid in Breaking Bad? Again, what the heck? It just goes. We're going to go back to it. It's becoming so. Did he have another grandkid?
It's like comical now. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, she made a self-pasting toothbrush. Oh, great. Join the toilet bowl guy. That's the talking toilet. Yeah, join that guy. They can go and have a road show.
What you don't know is in Breaking Bad, we're seeing Mike interact with Kaylee Jr.
Yeah, that is true. It's her daughter.
Yeah, it's Kaylee's daughter, Mike's great granddaughter.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
And somehow Mike got younger.
Yeah, and more active. It's crazy. It's still good to see kind of that kind of stuff. The Kim stuff's kind of fascinating. We get the answer right off the top. Why is she going to the courthouse? We still don't technically know, because I'm pretty sure it's not her trying to guess her favorite courtroom movies. But
she's burned out, like the judge said. The judge called her out on it.
Yeah,
you're trying to reignite your love of the law. You're not going to find those movie plots in an actual courtroom.
This is true. There's no filibusters here, like one of your favorites, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington.
It's not a courtroom. That's Congress.
Congress. That's different. Okay.
That's different.
Rewind that. Anyway, what's your favorite part?
Yeah, I've got a couple things written down for my best scene. There's a lot of cool stuff that happens, and as I was putting together the synopsis, there it really does focus. You got Jimmy, you've got Kim, you got Mike, and then you got the little bit with Nacho, right? It's really just the one scene, or with a couple little moments afterwards, right? The little moment where Gus tells him to go rest, and then the moment with his dad later.
Yeah.
So I guess you're focusing on four characters. and seeing where they're all going is cool. I like the cousins, like that whole taken out, and the plan that they have there, where Victor drives someone to the Espinosa compound to sell them a duffel of Salamanca drugs, so that when the cousins go to shoot the place up, they find a duffel bag of Salamanca drugs. That's like, yep, they're the ones that did it, and here we go, we got the stuff, let's go. I that was like too good. That was too perfect. To figure out how they were gonna set this whole thing up, and then Nacho figuring out what's going on. And it's like, oh, this was just a turf war thing. Now you're expanding your territory because you just took out the Espinosas, and they're not going to give it to the Salamancas. So Gus is going to get more territory out of it. Like, Nacho's smart, and I hope Gus is realizing that Nacho's got some brains on him. So that was really cool. That whole sequence. And then the other one I'm going to throw out there is the group sessions. I thought that was really interesting. Hearing Stacy talk about her, what she was going through, and the idea of not the self-pasting toothbrush, but how she's afraid she's gonna forget him. And she's like, I went a whole morning without thinking about him, and it was such a good moment. And you remembered that, this is now an Oscar nominated actress, and she's amazing.
And Pinot nominated too.
Well, of course, let's not bury the lead, but it sets off Mike and puts him on edge because he's realizing that he's in the same spot. And then it triggers that flashback you get at the very beginning of Mike when he was a younger man, if that ever was a thing, making the little patch of concrete so that Maddie could write his name in it. And then you flash to the end of what he had just said and calling that guy out and fully reading through everything. That was cool. And what's interesting is they never confirm it. You have a feeling Mike is never going to be invited back there. Or maybe he will, because the guy's going to come forward and say, yeah, he was right. I'm nothing. But
I think that guy shows back up. The gig is up. Yeah.
The gig is up. Oh, we missed it. We should have.
The gig is up.
The gig is up.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah, that's it. Those are some good stuff there. Those are really good one. I also like the little Tinder moment with Nacho and his dad. Dad pulls up at the end and tries to get out. I don't want anything. And then he's like, oh man, mijo, what did they do to you? Like, that is yeah, it's sad because he's like, everything that he doesn't want anything. He doesn't want his son hurt at the end of the day. And he's like, can I stay here for a bit? And seeing that little, like, those Tinder moments there, I think that's good. So
Manuel Varga was my MVP. He wants to disown his son until he actually is needed.
It's true.
Oh, you're actually in trouble? Okay, then let me take care of you.
Yeah.
But after that, no more talking to you. You are not welcome back unless
once
you're bleeding
back
out
on
again.
your feet, you're out.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was it's a small scene, but it's really good.
I like it.
The Betsy Kettleman douchebag award. I'm gonna go first because I already mentioned him. It's Henry.
Yeah, Henry
at the group session. I mean, they don't confirm anything, but it's Mike. Mike's not gonna mess that up. He had him clocked. He had him figured out. He even told what's her name, Anita, about it early on.
Want to make a bet on it?
Okay, so are we going to talk about the love triangle here? I mean, we've got Mike, Anita, and Fran in the same room.
Fran knows her order.
Fran knows her order, right?
So like, what's going on
here?
They've been doing crosswords together.
Mike is truly a stick man here.
Yeah.
It like he is working both his ladies in the same scene.
Yeah, crosswords and Sudokus. Like that's really
And
what he's doing here.
they are close. His female companions. So that was interesting.
Which I hear
But
here is hard to do. Yeah. Stupid. Anyway, but good. Yeah, that's
so you're told.
So I'm told. Yeah, a reliable source. Ehrmantraut.
Anyways, we got really off there. Henry's the douchebag.
Yeah, Henry's the douche. Well, we kind of blended into Stickman because of you mentioned Anita. But
Well,
yeah, Henry is the Stickman, and while he's not
Henry's the douchebag.
No, that's what I meant, the douchebag. But then it's also that actor too. He kind of plays it well. I've seen what's his name, Mark Eben Jackson.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I know him right when I saw him. I was like, oh, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like he's in like married to the Andre Brugger's character Raymond Holt. Yeah,
Brower, like Andre Brower.
Dang,
that's right. I saw him on the Brooklyn Nine-Nine thing, and then as soon as you said that, I'm like, yep, that's him. That's where he comes from. Yeah. He's in a bunch of stuff though.
Yeah, The Good Place, and I've never seen Red One, but yeah, there's just a lot of stuff. So he's like a very recognizable.
Can You Ever Forgive Me?
Yeah,
he's just kind of been around.
Yeah, but yeah, that's
22 Jump Street.
Oh yeah, okay. I think that is just like the perfect kind of douchebag character for this. That one little scene pops in, and you can kind of know it's the douchebag, especially when he gives the tell. I think there's like now many other people that in this episode that could be the douchebag, but that's a good one.
Yeah, Anita definitely gives that look of he did it. Mike, did you see that? He touched his wrist. That's good. All right, the Don Eladio Stickman Award.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely the love triangle with Mike is kind of fascinating.
It is.
Back to
I
back.
had someone else down, but that's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the scene with with Fran and Anita at the diner. I think it's good. So good stuff there. Who do you else have?
Scott Blakey, the defendant in the first trial. Like you just look at him like, I bet I could see that. Defending himself.
Lots of confidence.
Very confident. Yep. That's what he needs. And I mean, he's a decent looking guy. I'll go with him as a stick man.
Yeah.
Best new face.
Man, this guy's character, Stephen Michael Ayers, is named Group Leader. And it would have been funny if it was Group Leader from Breaking Bad.
Oh, if it was the same guy.
And it's not the same guy though, but
the Great Bambino.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that same guy?
Yeah. But it would have been, it would kind of worked though. One's about, he was addicted to something and he ran over a kid, right? Like his daughter.
He hit his kid with a car.
And he can't technically, this is about losing somebody. He could have grieved his kid.
It's true.
So it would have worked. So conspiracy theory, that could be the same guy. I don't think it's definitely not the same actor, but interesting that it could technically be the same setting for this. Yeah. Which category are we really on now?
Best new face.
By
the way, the group leader, his most known for role is the classic 2007 film Mr. Brooks.
Oh yeah, Mr. Brooks.
Mm-hmm. So you know it's good.
Costner. Yeah. Ethan Phillips, Judge Benedict.
That's who I had.
Monitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Inside Llewyn Davis, The Island, Irrational Man, the 2025 film The Home, apparently.
Yep.
With Pete Davidson. Check out a review on the podcast. Yeah, a lot of good stuff here. Oh, The Shadow. What's that? That's like a comic booky type of movie from '94 with Alec Baldwin as the Shadow. There we go.
Oh wow. He was in Bad Santa. He's one of those faces that as soon as I saw him, like, wait a second, I know that guy, but I'm trying to figure out from what.
This cast is actually pretty good for this movie. Yeah,
The Shadow.
The Shadow has Alec Baldwin, John Lone, Penelope Ann Miller. Then it goes Peter Boyle, Ian McKellen, Tim Curry, and Jonathan Winters.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. Anyway, 1994.
Ethan Phillips was on 168 episodes of Star Trek Voyager.
There we go. He looks like a Trekkie.
Yeah, no, he's just one of those guys. I think, yeah. Once I started seeing his pictures on his IMDb profile, I'm like, oh. When I see him just a little bit younger, I know who we're talking about now.
Purge election year as well from 2016. Todd knows what I'm talking about. There we go.
Yep.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely the guy.
He is definitely a recognizable face for sure.
Yeah.
That is brand new this episode. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's either the judge or Henry, but though, yeah, I think we picked the right spots for the two characters.
Yeah. Lance, the printer guy, minor character of the episode. I'm going first before you steal mine, because chances are you'll steal mine like normal. I'm going with Robbie Finn, played by Fernando Fresquez. We only hear his voice. He is Jimmy's boss. He pops up. You hear his voice. That's it. That's all I know. You hear his voice. And
borderline, it could have been a stickman.
I mean, maybe
he
might stop by later if he has time. He's kind of a douchebag too. It's like, yeah, you kind of got like, there's not a whole lot of traffic that comes through there, but I mean, wait until inventory week, then it's packed. Oh yeah, when's that? Oh, you just missed it. Why are you hiring new staff
after
the week after inventory week? If that's your busy time, you should be downsizing your staff after your peak season, right? Like this is how this works. Not hire new staff after the fact. So obviously you are incompetent, but he's my favorite minor character.
Yeah, my favorite minor character is the bailiff, played by Kenneth Ruthert. Yeah, he just comes over. It's like, the judge would like to see you in his chambers next recess. This he's been in some stuff too. That actor, he was in Yellowstone, which is a very good TV show. Only one episode of Yellowstone, a couple episodes of Better Call Saul. Longmire, he's been around in some interesting stuff. He was in this 2024 short film that I would like to shout out. I've never seen. Mary Margaret Road Grader. Mary Margaret Road Grader. There's no synopsis. 36 votes with a 7.5 on IMDb with 36 votes. And it looks like a Mad Max type of movie. Oh, George R.R. Martin presents Mary Margaret Road Grader. Yeah, that checks. So, very interesting.
Love it.
Anyway, yeah. Minor character, the bailiff.
It's a good one. All right. Let's see here. What do we have next? Best Saul one-liner.
Honestly, did not have anything.
Yeah, I mean, you could just go with what he wrote on the wall or on the windows. Is the man listening? Privacy sold here. I thought that was pretty good.
Who killed Gus Fring?
When he goes and visits. When he goes and visits Ira, talking about the Bavarian boy.
Yeah.
You could have left me high and dry. You shouldn't have given me everything. Like, you were honest about this. Why? Oh, you shouldn't. Oh yeah, that's what it was. You shouldn't have given me everything. Why were you honest about this? Well, you didn't have to come and save me. You could have left me high and dry.
Yeah.
That was a cool interaction. There wasn't really anything witty in there, but yeah, he didn't have much to say. He didn't have anybody to talk to. Like, how's Jimmy gonna have one-liners if he's got no one to sell stuff to?
Just bouncing a ball off the window.
Mm-hmm.
Or an 8-hour shift or whatever.
Best Breaking Bad reference.
All right, did you have anything?
Yeah, so I think him working at the cell phone shop is the start of the multiple cell phones.
Multiple cell phones. Yeah, that's where I was.
His drawer of multiple cell phones, including Hello Kitty ones.
Yes.
Yeah, which was the opening credits. If you notice, it was his drawer of multiple cell phones.
Multiple cell phones. Yeah, that's what I had thought too. It's like that's going to be his multiple cell phone thing. And I was kind of like comparing my notes and like trying to get people's names off the wiki too. They when she goes into the courthouse and asks, "Hey, what's on the docket today?" That guy was saying a bunch of different cases and mentions the guard at the courthouse mentioned Judge Papadomian.
Okay.
But the same Judge Saul mentions to Hank and Stephen Gomez, whom Gomez refers to her as Ho Chi Minh for her relatively lenient rulings on defendants. Way back in Better Call Saul. What episode was it? I remember that being brought up. Like, you want that judge to go because it's a judge that is very lenient on the episode buyout. That's the only.
I remember that name now that you mention it.
Yeah,
that's interesting. But it's cool that they're reusing some of the names. Like that's easy to just throw in there, but it just shows how much detail they.
Yeah, it was only on one episode that that character was mentioned, and it was just that Breaking Bad buyout episode. But I remember it stuck out because they made it clear like that she's very lenient on their sentencing. So kind of interesting that never showed her, but she sat on a different case, so that's cool.
Oh, I just found a good one. Yeah. Yeah. So the IMDb trivia mentions so Anita, when she comes to have breakfast with Mike, she's wearing her work name tag, her work badge, which is for Craddock Marine Bank. This is the bank that the lawyer is depositing the hazard pay for Mike's 9 guys at when it gets busted in Breaking Bad. No wonder he's using that bank. It's the bank that Anita works at still.
Interesting.
There's his connection to that bank.
You get to see Anita, possibly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe.
That's interesting. That's kind of cool. Bring some pastries.
Yeah,
sure. I like it. That's kind of interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool one. All right. I was looking through the rest of the trivia there. Midlife crisis moment.
Midlife crisis moment is that it's hard to open up about the feelings, and I don't want to go see a therapist. Even though I may need one.
Yeah.
I've been to a therapist. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, but that's one I was like, yeah, that could be definitely a midlife crisis moment for some people. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good.
You don't want me to start talking. I could put myself in Kim's shoes in this one of just I need to I have those moments every now and then. It's like, I need to remember why I do this. And give me a second to remember. You just get to that point where you're exhausted, you're burned out, and you just need a reset. You just need to recharge the batteries. And what's going to do it? For her, I'm going to go to the courtroom and just watch small time cases be tried. And yeah, I get that.
Respect that for sure.
Everyone hits that point at some point, but
yeah, exactly.
I related to Kim in that moment.
Definitely. Good call. I like that one.
Did not relate to the cousins.
No. Guns ablazing.
Did you catch my movie quote reference in the synopsis in relation to the cousins?
Yes. Remind the audience.
The plan of attack line.
No.
It was from the Avengers.
Oh.
It's like, wait, we need a plan of attack. And Tony Stark, I have a plan. Attack.
Okay, that kind of makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, I think it was when like Loki fell out of the jet when they first capture him and he goes down to, or no, like Thor comes and takes him.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. Yeah.
And Cap is like, no, Tony, we need a plan of attack. I have a plan. Attack. And he
This
goes down.
not just playing Galaga. He thought we didn't notice.
LVP.
The Espinosas. They get taken out by two guys.
Womp womp. Yeah, I don't know if that's they got taken out by two guys. Yes, it was the Salamanca cousins though. Like,
no body
it's not
armor.
like they were taken out by just a random two guys. They were taken out by the Skull Boots.
I get it. The Skull Boots had a hard time taking out Hank. So
that's
essentially,
Hank is Hank.
Correct. That means Hank could take out the Espinosas by himself.
Probably.
If those guys were wearing body armor and one of them was in the hospital because of what Hank did, that means that without body armor, the Espinosas are not a great gang.
By the way, Hank does not come out of that alive unless Gus called him.
Correct. You're right.
And if Gus had called the Espinosas right as the Salamancas had showed up, Cousins ain't getting out of that either. So
true. You're right.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah, it's just a fun point. Like, why did they wear body armor at one time and then not the other one? I think that's funny.
Maybe they weren't necessarily thinking they would go through with it at that moment until they saw, like, oh yeah, we could take this.
True. Good point.
My LVP is having a tell. Like rubbing your wrist. Like, come on, man.
Basic tell.
Don't have a tell. I already said my MVP. My MVP was Manuel Varga, Nacho's dad.
Yeah, that's a good one. I had Ira.
That was the sweetest moment. Ira's an amazing one.
Yeah, Ira, because he didn't have to come back with all the money with a Bavarian
and
boy.
That's why they still have a relationship when we get to Vomino's Pests.
Yep, this is true. So yeah, that's Iris who I have for my MVP on this one.
I like it. And call the vet if you need me again. New phone. Never know who's listening.
And then that inspires him to also. No, you're right, because you never know who's listening, and the man's listening. Privacy sold here. That's why he goes to different phones, because you never know, and that's why he starts going down the line of being a criminal lawyer because of that line. That is brilliant. It's all
pretty much.
It's all happening.
Yep. All right, what's going to happen next?
Well,
besides you realizing the point I made 20 minutes ago.
No, I also had that thought. Yes, you're right. Great point, Terry. Great point. I think too is that it's going to be kind of interesting to see how busy that store is going to be, and then we're going to see the boss come in. It's like, what? Why did you paint the store? You're not supposed. That's not our motto. That's not our. That's just not. Corporate's not going to go for that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. Is his boss going to love it, or is it going to feel like you're the square peg in the round hole at Davis and Maine?
Mm-hmm. One thing we haven't talked about really is like Mike or Gus knows that Mike knew about Nacho trying to kill Hector and didn't say anything. So what's the plan with Gus and Mike? He's like, just face it. We know they're not going to gun me down. What's the job?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
you have an ask.
You have an yeah. What is
it? Yeah, I like the line. You told me not to kill Salamanca. I didn't have to be his bodyguard.
Yeah, exactly. It's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that it's kind of interesting to see what kind of would come up with it. I think.
I think so. Espinosa's territory is up for grabs. Gus is going to get it, and he's going to hire 2 guys in an old classic car to run it in an area that ends up becoming Combo's corner.
Okay.
That's where I think that's gonna go, and we're gonna see those 2 guys. I mean, it's possible. They're 2 kind of random guys, but they do pop up at a very prominent point in Breaking Bad. I mean, we just saw Ira. We could see those 2 guys.
So it's funny because I had kind of thought like when does Gus start using kids? That's what I was also thinking about.
I don't think Gus ever directly uses them. He doesn't stop his employees from potentially hiring them. Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, those 2 guys could be. Yeah, that's a good call. I was kind of. Yeah, I think that's a very interesting possibility because we also know that's an expanding territory. It's a little different guy than the normal distribution. I think that could be very. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that could be the next big, not really a big one, but that's definitely one of them. I also think too is that with this gun, all we heard was shells falling, like Vanilla Ice once said. Like, I think the DEA gets involved because this was a gang-related drug issue.
So we see Hank in the investigation, maybe or Gomi.
Yeah, at least Gomi, maybe, because I think that's a big shootout, and if they find any kind of drug stuff, that's going to the DEA. So
true.
That's a pretty big thing. I would be pretty surprised if they don't address some kind of police activity at that site.
I'm curious what Mike's gonna do. Like, what's Gus asking Mike to do?
This is true. I don't think it's something we've necessarily seen yet.
Yeah,
unless it's like go to Madrigal's HQ in like a different country. That would be like completely outrageous. I don't think.
No. It's got to be something that's involved in the whole, in this whole plot that he's devising to make the Nacho and Arturo attack work.
Mm-hmm.
Because like he's setting stuff in motion that is fixing what he had going until Hector went out of commission.
Yeah.
Maybe Mike is going to go set up something that's going to lead to the shootout that's going to happen underneath the shoes he placed. And that's how that stop sign in Mexico gets all the bullet holes. Do you remember what I'm referencing?
Yeah, with the shoes and he had the sniper and he was trying to scare those guys from the pops.
Yeah, like we saw how it looked in the future when the shoe fell, and then the stop sign was all shot up. It wasn't shot up before, so maybe this is when that moment happens. The shootout at the shoes and stop sign.
Yeah, that could be it. That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that, but
I just thought of it.
It just came to me like a revelation.
It came to me.
Yeah, I think the DEA
though can't control it.
Yeah, yeah, the DEA definitely gets involved. I think at some point.
That's a good call.
Yeah, that's a good call. It just makes sense at that point.
Could Mike potentially be asked to do something to get the laundry ready?
That's a good point too. Maybe like do some investigating on like following Binicky, make sure like he's actually like another.
Did it again.
With that. Oh dang it! Not Binicky, Bedeker.
You got your least favorite character in like the entire Breaking Bad universe, and you can't help but say his name.
Say my name. Say my name. It's Gale. I meant Gale.
Maybe Gus has to buy like some sort of parts from Benicky because he is a manufacturer.
Yeah, that's just a good point.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it'd be very interesting to see what happens next though. But that's for next week. Was this episode as explosive like Nacho experienced as we were talking about? I think so. I think this was a solid episode. Where does it? It's 4 episodes in. Where does this like rank for you? I guess we never really talked about that. How does it really rank?
Man, it's a good question. I hadn't really even thought of it in that way. What are our episodes so far? I'd probably put the first episode as the top one.
Yeah, Smoke is by far my favorite too.
And then what was the second? The second episode was
Breathe. Yeah, the second episode's really good.
Right. But that's when Arturo gets taken out.
Yeah, that's a really good one. I think it's
I'm gonna go 1, 2, 4, 3.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. Even though I do like them breaking into the copy guy's place with the guy there eating his slice of pizza. That's probably one of the better scenes this season so far. But yeah, I think that's 1, 2, 4, 3. I think that's a good solid ranking for him.
I felt 3 had like the weakest ending so far this season.
It wasn't like that. What's going to happen next ending?
It was the reading of the letter and Kim in tears. Like that was the ending of 3. That ending wasn't a super.
The payoff for that was just basically you need to go to a therapist. Who's the therapist? Have we seen a therapist before?
Ooh.
If they do show the therapist, who would the therapist be?
Maybe he's gonna end up, if he goes to it, it's the one that Marie goes to, and we see Marie. We got to find a way to get the purple aura on the screen at some point in Better Call Saul.
Yeah, without him like changing his shirt or something like that. Yeah, the purple aura. Yeah, well, that's a thought for another day. My name is Terry, or my name's Adam. That's Terry. My God, this is going downhill quick. Wrap it up.
Better Call Saul. Sit and spin, you buttholes.
Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe. Binicky.